Hello, welcome back to DEP TV. Something slightly different again today. We're getting good at this different stuff, aren't we? Today we're going to be reviewing a Hyundai i40 Touring, which is a large estate car. It is a second-hand vehicle. This one is a 2015 on the pre-facelift model. It is the 136 horsepower style pack version. And these, at the moment, can be picked up for around about a 2015 model for around about £8,000. So the car I'm driving today is, like I said, a 2015 Hyundai i40 Tourer, which is basically the i40 saloon in a estate version. It's currently on the 1.7 CDTI blue drive, they call this one. You get roughly around about between 45 and 65 miles per gallon, depending on what you're doing with it. I'm currently going for a nice scenic drive through the Scottish countryside, so there is not much happening with it. It's nice and smooth. It's nice and quiet in here. This is going to be basically a review on buying a second-hand car like this. If you're in the market for a large estate car. Like I say, it's a 1.7, 136 brake horsepower. But with this model, the turbo doesn't really kick in till around about 2000 RPM. But once it kicks in, it goes lovely. It's nice and smooth through the gear range. The one thing I will say about this car is, though, the clutch bite point is very, very close to the floor. It's not on the floor, and I've driven a few of these, but it's very, very close to the floor. The steering is very, very light. It is amazing if you're in somewhere like Asda, Tesco's, Morrison's, the major supermarkets. If you're doing some parking in there, it's absolutely fantastic for that, just because the steering is so light. There's not much road noise from it, but that will also depend on what tyres you're running. The tyres on this, I'm not 100% sure exactly what make they are. Like I say, I've owned this vehicle now for around about 6 months, and I've not had a single bit of bother with it as of yet anyway. So this is one of the better cars from Hyundai. This one came out, it was basically a revamped older model, and Hyundai got it spot on in this one. It's got a slightly longer wheelbase. It's kind of on the same kind of par as the Ford Mondeo Estate. Now, I'm not saying this is any better or any worse than the Ford Mondeo Estate, but what I will say is you won't pick up a 2015 Ford Mondeo Estate for the price of one of these. I could almost guarantee you that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little short drive round. Like I say, we're in the Scottish countryside here. We're going to find somewhere to park up, and I'm going to take you through some of the little features and things like that we have on this vehicle. So what you're getting in this vehicle? Well, what you're getting is, you're getting front fog lamps. Obviously, you're getting your rear fog lamps. You're also getting your auto headlights, auto wipers, your steering wheel controls, all the controls you would think you would need, telephone controls, trip controls. You're getting automatic central locking. You're getting it automatically to unlock when you take the key out. If you want, you can set all that up in the menu. You're getting a 7-inch touchscreen radio, which has FM radio. You can also sync your Bluetooth up to it. You can, there's navigation built in on this model anyway. You also have a 12-volt power socket in the front. You have a USB socket in the front, which you can use for charging a phone, or you can use it for syncing up an iPod. The technology wasn't there yet for CarPlay and Android Auto, so it's just sitting on for an iPod or just general USB charging. You have an auxiliary port as well. Next to that, you have your steering controls. You press it once, it will change to comfort. Press it another time, it will change to sport, and change it another time and it will change to normal. All that does is just slightly make the steering wheel slight. I mean, it's very hard to notice, guys, to be perfectly fair, but it will change the steering for that. Dual zone climate control, so you can have it one temperature at one side, one temperature at the other side. Why they put that in cars, I will never ever know, because if this side's at 22 and that side's at 16, then the whole car's just going to be somewhere in between, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, this one is a 6-speed manual. We also have the electronic parking brake. We also have an auto hold feature, which is really, really good. If you're at traffic lights, stick it into neutral, you can take your foot off the clutch and it will automatically hold the brake. You will notice that the brake lights stay on because it auto holds it on the front brakes. As soon as you put it into gear to drive away, the brakes will automatically release and you'll get going. With the auto hold also on, you will find that as soon as you take the key out, the handbrake will engage. So yeah, so that's the front compartment. Your usual electric windows, electric power mirrors. It also has power fold mirrors. We'll show you that. So they just fold up and fold down with a little button. They're not automatic, guys, i.e. when you lock the car they go up, they unlock the car they go down. You have to do it manually when you get to where you're going, but the feature is there. There is a auto dimmable rear view mirror, so if you're on the motorway at night and there's a car comes up behind you with the bright lights on, it will automatically take the glare away from that. You have your buttons up here for turning off your interior sensors, which are up here. If you have a pet in the car, please, if it's a warm day, please remember to either not put your pet in the car or keep the windows very, very low to let the air circulate in the car. Vanity mirrors with lights. The lights come on when you slide the cover across. No issue with that. And I call these panic handles on all 4 doors. There is a huge amount of space inside this, guys. We're looking at probably, I would say, Mondeo estate size at least inside here. The seats are comfortable. These are cloth seats. I think there is a leather option if you go for the premium plus version. There is also a lot of room in the back, guys. A lot of room in the back. If you sit in the back with even with the driver's seat fully back, there is more than ample room for an adult in the back. The head height is brilliant as well, and the seats are comfortable, too comfortable in some respects. I find them very, very soft in the back. Boot space, well, what can I say? It's a humongous boot. There's not much you're not going to fit in this boot. It's got the tonneau cover, and this one as well. I'm not sure on all the models, but some models there is a net up the back as well, and that net is there for if you've got loads of luggage high up, with the tonneau cover off. It's not going to come forward if you brake. Also good for pets and things like that. The styling in here is really good. There's this kind of brushed silver. It is plastic, to be perfectly fair. Detail that goes all the way around the door, all the way around the side, continues into the back. It's lovely design, nice soft touch, plastic on the top. This piano black down here, up here. The front of the stereo is probably the cheapest part of it all, to be perfectly fair, but the rest of it is pretty decent quality. It comes with stop start as well. If anybody ever finds out how to get it working, please feel free to let me know. I've had the car 6 months and it's never worked once. It just says auto stop deactivated. Now this car I am driving is currently sitting on 46,500 miles, but it still sounds sweet as a nut. There's no issues with it at all. It still pulls really well, it's still really smooth, and it's still really, really, really quiet. Like I say, this is the 136 brake horsepower version, sitting on 16-inch wheels, so the road noise isn't that noisy, to be perfectly honest with you. It's pretty decent. But yeah, this is an all-round great car for lugging equipment about, for lugging people about, and the styling's bob on for the era. I mean, this is a 2015 car. Now, this is just before the facelifted version. This is a January. Is it a January? Yeah, it's a January 2015 car, and in April 2015 they brought out the facelifted version. That's why you can get this version with loads of spec for a really, really, really good price. Like I say, you're getting them for around about between £6,500 and £8,500, depending on where you want to go and buy one. But for this level of comfort, for this level of ride, for all the toys that you get in it, I mean, this stereo's touchscreen as well. Do you know what I mean? Everything is touchscreen, especially with the navigation and stuff like that. It's so easy to program things in. But yeah, guys, this is an amazing car. If you're looking for one of these, there is many websites out there. I'm not going to give you one website or anything like that to go and look at. I'm just saying, go out there and have a wee look. But yeah, in conclusion, you can't much beat a Hyundai i40. You really can't. It's spacious, good value for money. Can't go wrong. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It has been a pleasure as always. If you've liked this video, please hit the thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, so people can find us on YouTube. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. That would be absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. And if you wouldn't mind, please hit the bell notification icon so you are notified every time we upload a brand new video. So that's us for this one, guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to be doing a Mercedes CLA 200D AMG line review up in the next couple of weeks. That's already filmed. We're just trying to space them out a wee bit just in case things happen with COVID again. We can't get out. Plus I'm going on holiday very shortly. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching, guys, but it's time to go.